What for you stood out without saying too many details, but what has been the things that have stood out the most in your journey with these young professionals?
First of all, they were able to be very vulnerable and just authentic and real. And that was the first thing that was really important is that we just built a level of trust in working together. And so then when coaching and mentoring, you're not mentoring the work person or the person that's working on this project. It's the whole person. And so when they can really talk about that big picture of what's going on in their lives, you can really get to a lot of that, what's happening with the fog, right? Because if something is going on at home and that is really consuming a lot of their energy, it's going to be hard for them to focus fully on their doctorate program or master's program or teaching or that type of thing. And so really just creating space so that they can build some trust for me to be vulnerable too. You can share my stories and all, and just to create that relationship. But then what I noticed with them was that if they would share something and I had a particular tool for it or a book or best practice or a story of my own that I could share, they were so hungry and just jumped right in. If I'd say, hey, read this book, Boundaries by Henry Cloud in Townsend. That's one of I think it's a life-changing book for me for sure and for a lot of people. So that's one that most people that I coach end up hearing about and using. But if I would say, hey, there's this book and I hear that maybe there's some of this going on. Next time we met, they had read it and they had started applying it. If they were having a challenging situation or needed to have a difficult conversation or that, because those things are hard. Next time we talked, they had done it, they had followed up, working on their Resource Global projects and things. They just were very much engaged and wanting to move forward and excited to be a part of Resource Global, excited to be on this life journey that they're each on. And man, incredible people that you're working with. I'm curious how you're finding them.